Hi. Hey everyone. How are we doing? I'm trying something new, as you can probably see. So I'm like portrait mode just now. I can always change it back if I need to, or at least I think I can. Oh, it's not available in live, so no, I can't change it back. So hopefully this is all right. You need to let me know. So I've kind of got it open on YouTube on the other screen, just so I can keep my eye on what it's like. So see, folks that are on YouTube on your phone, go and tell me like what this is like. Give me feedback. Like, is this just like a tiny wee square in the middle of the screen, or is it kind of adapting to be kind of a full screenish? Let me know. I can see that on Instagram things are looking all right, I think. So I seem to be taking up the full page on Instagram, which is nice. Want to say hi to some people. So we've got Simon from the Hermit's Cave. Hi Simon, how you doing? We've got Emmy the Greys here. Good Thursday evening to you all from chilly New York. Yeah, it is chilly Glasgow up in Scotland here. As Elaine, who's here on Instagram, I can't make the Instagram comments pop up, but Elaine's here on Instagram, says this looks good, it's full screen portrait. So that's on Instagram, which is great. And Elspeth says it fills the screen on YouTube. So brilliant, that's good, that's what I was wanting. So we can see how this goes, we can see whether this works for people, if people enjoy this kind of a view. And what I've done for like when I'm switching over to like table camera is I've got it so that you can see me here and then like my tables here, and I can obviously like zoom this out if I need to, so as we can see more room for the cards and that. But I thought this might be quite good, a good compromise between like giving the people on YouTube a good view, but also giving the people on Insta, a decent view as well, because I've noticed that whilst I do go live on Instagram, usually people come in and then go straight out, and it might just be because they don't want to see my stupid face on Instagram, but I'm thinking it might be because of because it's just a wee rectangle in the middle of the screen, which doesn't make for the best viewing. So anyway, we'll try this for a bit and see how we get on. Let's see, Elspeth says evening all. It's lovely to see you, Elspeth. Glad you're liking the chat this way. So I think when YouTube is on like kind of a portrait mode, it kind of adjusts the chat, just comes up like you'll be seeing it here, I would imagine. Let's see. Yeah, full screen on the phone. That's brilliant. Good. Hi Donna, how you doing? I prefer you on my TV. Well, you can still cast me to the TV. I think it does still work. Actually, no, I say that. Whenever someone's been live on YouTube this way and I've been trying to watch them and I've tried to cast it to the TV, I can't find the button to do it. But I've got a smart TV, so I can go onto YouTube on my TV and I can find them, and it lets me put it up on the screen fine. So yeah, let me know. Can you still cast this to the TV if you wanted to, Simon? Lily Rose is here. Hi Lily, how you doing? Jonathan says, aloha friends, I'm drive lurking after my almost 3-hour workout. Jeez, Jonathan, you must be absolutely knackered. Nat the Horse Witch is here. Hi Nat, it's lovely to see you. And our lovely Sorsha, hello there from a long dog, Rose, and me in an ex-ambulance parked up by a rainy canal in Gloucestershire. Let's see, yeah, a lot of black space on the TV, yeah, so that's because the TV will be casting me to to landscape mount up, like widescreen. So yeah, that is the only drawback. So we'll see. If this works, then it works. If it doesn't, then it doesn't. But anyway, lovely to see everybody. How's everybody doing, and how's everybody's week been? Let me move this keyboard out of the way because I don't really need it right now. Is everybody having a good week? What's everybody drinking? I've got a Costa coffee which I treated myself to because it's been a long day, and yeah, it's been a long wee day, a busy day. It's not been a bad day, just a busy day with work and stuff, and then I was tutoring afterwards, and I thought I'm going to swing by Costa on the way home and treat myself. But what's everybody else got? Elspeth says chat's on the black space though. Oh, on the TV. Have you got me on the TV, Elspeth? I can see I've got the YouTube chat open on the other screen there. There she is. So Elaine from Tarot Tats and Teas was on Insta and has popped over onto YouTube. So I'm really excited because tomorrow I am going to meet Elaine and her son Jimmy for a, well, I don't think we've settled whether it's a coffee or a pint we're going for, have we, Lainey? But we're going to meet up in Glasgow City Centre because Lainey's over for over until tomorrow evening. So yeah, I'm excited to meet Lainey in person. Lainey, Elaine, I think you can call both, don't you? Let's see, lovely week in your lovely city, Chris. I'm on the cola to give my liver a rest. Yes. Elaine, so yesterday I had like the busiest day. The Wednesdays are a really busy day for me because I have work. I start work at 7:30 and I finish at 5, and I'm in the office on Wednesdays, so I'm up at like 6 o'clock basically to get showered and ready for work. In the office till 5 o'clock, and then from the office I go straight to tutoring one student. But it's like yesterday traffic was really bad for some reason, so it took me like an hour and 15 minutes to get to my first student. Tutor them for an hour, and then I go to another student on a Wednesday and I tutor them, and I get home, I think it was maybe about 9:30. I got home, wolfed down some dinner, climbed into my bed, and then Elaine messages me saying, we're in Ginty McGinty's, which is it's an Irish bar on Ashton Lane in the West End of Glasgow. So like, we're in Ginty McGinty's, do you want to come and join us? I was like, no, I don't. I've just got into my bed and I will not move for love nor money. Wild horses couldn't drag me out of this bed. But yeah, so I was really sorry that I couldn't go and join them because that would have been really nice. But oh, Lainey, I would have been, I wouldn't have been any use to you. But yeah, but I'm very excited to see you tomorrow. Nat says, just wanted to pop in for a moment. I have another tarot thing on Zoom and I need to get back to it that you need to get back to. Oh, well, thank you very much for popping in. That was really nice of you and lovely to see you. We're going for pints, right? Okay. Pamela says, hi, Chris and everyone. Jonathan says, water to rehydrate after my workout. And when I get home, I'll drink a protein shake to give my body building blocks to build my muscles. Yeah, Jonathan's Jonathan, you try to get the big muscles. There's no bed like home. I know. Let's see. There's Roman. Hi, Roman. How you doing? Made it. You sure did. Yeah, I hope everybody's all right. How's everybody else's week been? Have you been having a good week? Oh, what did I have? I've got some stuff to show you actually. The first thing that I've got to show you is quite interesting, but I'm not sure. Right, I'll show you. So I got new business cards, and they're great. I'm like happy with how they've turned out, except it's not quite centered. Let me show you. So, so these are my business cards, right? So you get that on the front, which is pretty cool, and it's a nice linen cardstock, you know, for anyone who cares. And that's the stuff on the back. And it's got a QR code, and if you scan the QR code, it takes you to my my link tree, which has got all of my links and tells you the stuff I've got coming up in that. But this isn't centered. It's really not centered. like it's over to the right a bit, like, and I think it's quite noticeable. I can like spot it a mile off. But what do you think? So yeah, am I being pedantic? It's not like I could even just like take a bit off of there, because that would cut off some of the information, you know. I know it's not the biggest deal in the world, and I'll probably still use them. But yeah, stuff like that. I like things to be. I'm pedantic like that. Hi, Ferdiad, how are you? Simon's had a full-on week. Almost the weekend, though. Are you doing anything this weekend, Simon? Is anybody doing anything exciting this weekend? So yeah, my business cards, that was the first thing I had to show you. And then I got this, which I'm pretty excited about. So when I'm reading for folks at markets and stuff, I use a sand timer just to kind of keep myself right in terms of like that I'm not going way over my time, because then it eats into other people's times. So I use a sand timer, but the one that I got was just like a wee one off Amazon. And it does the job, don't get me wrong, but the heebie-jeebie shop were selling these, and I thought it looked brilliant. So yeah, I decided to get myself one. So I kind of hold it so you can see it. So this is it, and it kind of flips round like that. How cool is that? So that's a 15-minute timer, and I timed it to make sure. But yeah, that's my new sand timer. So I'll use that when I'm doing readings. Just quite a cool wee thing, I thought. Oh, thank you, Lenny. I'm excited to see you. Not being pedantic at all. It would bug me too. It looks cool though otherwise. Yeah. So I'll send them a wee message and see what they say. They look good. It's slightly off centre, but not noticeable unless you point it out. However, I know how you feel. Yeah. Ferdiad is marking GCSE and A-level mocks. Oh dear. Cool, but when are you coming out with your own tarot deck? Oh, I don't know if that'll be happening, Roman. Hey Marion, how are you? I think they're nice cards and no one else will notice. I only did because you pointed it out, right? Okay, so maybe I should just not be so pedantic about it. I have a conference in London Monday and Tuesday, so I have to travel down on Sunday. Oh gosh, right. Is it a conference you're excited for, Simon, or is it going to be like a kind of like work type conference? Coming down to that London, says Ferdiad, yeah. I wouldn't have noticed it being off centre if you hadn't pointed it out. Epic Gothic timer, yeah. More tablecloth. Oi, madam, it was you that told me to get a sand timer. I keep saying I'm going to say an egg timer, but it's not an egg timer, it's a sand timer. It was you that told me about getting a sand timer, actually. So that was a piece of tablecloth that's been very much sanctioned by Marion. I'll have y'all know. The off-centre would drive me nuts. Looks great otherwise. Business, not pleasure this time, that's a shame. Thank you. Beautiful. Dig Sand Timers mine claims to be from what? That reminds me, I have IQA coming up. What's IQA? Something internal quality audit. Thanks, Donna. I'm glad you like it. And yes, that is true. So yeah, this is my new wee sand timer. I'm really pleased with it. I'm going to put it away because it's just going to distract me sitting like timing away. It's got a nice fancy wee box to keep it in. For my birthday, I was gifted an hourglass filled with lab-created micro diamonds in place of sand. Oh, Jonathan, you fancy bitch. Very nice. You and your micro diamonds. You're a girl's best friend. Flying home tomorrow night, but concerned as the weather is looking ropey. Not a great flyer, oh dear. Well, I'm sorry to hear that, Elena. Hopefully it won't be too bad. Yeah, marking for qualifications. Okay. Beautiful timer. Love sand timers. Mine claims to be from London via Sichuan province. Is that in the UK? I don't know. Yeah, Google it. Must be good. Yeah, an egg timer, an hourglass full of diamonds would be pretty. So bougie, yeah. You're gonna call him a fancy bitch. I need to change my pattern. It's obviously getting a bit samey. That's a fancy bitch thing to have, though, isn't it? A diamond hourglass. Sichuan's in China, right? I suppose that does make sense, doesn't it? So what have you all been up to? What's everybody been doing this week? What has anybody gotten any new decks or anything? I'm trying to think what I've been getting. So obviously I did my birthday haul. I hope you all enjoyed it. So those were kind of the decks that I've gotten recently. Although actually, in saying that, I did get another new deck the other day, last weekend when I was out. I think it's over on the table. Unless I brought it. No, I'm not sure where it is at the moment. I got the Cat Full of Spiders tarot. Funnily enough, when I saw it, when it first came out and I saw it, I didn't really fancy it. But, I also got the most amazing affirmations deck. Has anyone seen the disappointing? In fact, you know what? I'm going to message Sandy and ask him to bring it in because I'm sure he nicked it. In fact, I think I can hear him lurking. He stole it because he thought it was really funny. So I'm going to message him and ask him to bring it to me. Right, I'll show you this deck because it's good fun. Ferdiad says, I'm fairly certain there's only one Sichuan unless suddenly there's one near Mount Keys. Tempted to pre-spend birthday money on decks. When is your birthday, Ferdiad? Have I gotten new decks, says Simon, thinking. I saw you put up a walkthrough of the Visionary Women Tarot, Simon. I'm looking forward to watching that. That'll be really good. So I've seen that deck. Marion's got it. She got a nearly copy of it because she knows the creator, and she brought it. We went for a coffee ages ago, and she brought it in for me to have a look through, and it was lovely. I kind of thought it would be a deck that you would like when I saw it. Elaine bought a deck in Opal Moon, Tarot of a Moon Garden, very nice. Was that the kind of a new edition, Elaine? The one that's kind of a like bookmark shape and size with the purple edges? I think Facebook's doing funny things just now, by the way, folks. It seems that it's not showing me any of the faces, it's just showing me the text. Oh, but I can see them on the YouTube chat, actually. Right, so Lily has Seasons of the Witch winter deck coming tomorrow. Nice. Very nice. I saw Simon's walkthrough of that. Not sure if it's one I'm going to get, but I did see it. And the artwork does look really nice. Thank you. But yeah, I managed to bag a pristine copy of 007. Wow. Are you going to do a walkthrough of it, Simon? That's really exciting. Is it the blue backs, the blue with the blue 007 backs that you've got? Modern day communication. No decks, says Marion. You've not got any new decks? I got some birthday money back in September, and I'm awaiting an order as we speak. The highlights are the Yulio Tarot and pre-order of the mass market Arcanafolia Oracle. Very nice. Exciting. Oh, Yukio. Got you. Verdiad's birthday is the 1st of December. Nice. So you are Sagittarius. I feel like we've discussed this before now that I say that. Give me oops, really blocking you. Give me recommendations. I've got Queer, Crow, Death Magic Tarot coming. Nice. And then your video made me decide to get it. I watched it twice. Is that the Seasons of the Witch Winter? Love the borderless Tarot of a Moon Garden. Yeah, I don't know if I could gel with the size, the shape, not the size, the shape of it. I thought the same about the what's that kind of the El Meneghello deck, the one that he does that's the weird bookmarky shape. But yeah, I don't know how I feel about the shape, but the actual artwork is lovely. I've backed Tarot of Heart on Kickstarter, but it won't arrive until next year. Oh, that's the annoying thing about Kickstarter, isn't it, Amy? No, it's the older one, but I do want the newer version. Nice. Yeah, the blue backs, the cards hadn't been touched. Very nice. That's really good. Did you have to pay a lot for it, Simon, or did you get a good bargain on it? Have you watched any Changing Ends episode? No, I've not watched it. This is the Alan Carr series. It was weird that you messaged about that when you did, because literally that morning I had been in Slimming World, and I was saying, did you enjoy the traitors? What did you think? And they then went on to talking about Changing Ends. But has everyone seen the traitors now? What did everyone think? Obviously, no spoilers in case anyone's not seen it, but did everyone enjoy how it ended? Finally home, got the Endless Tarot and the Celestial Unicorn Tarot recently. Nice. Which are you enjoying working with them, Jonathan? Deanne's here. My dogs are stampeding about the living room. Hang on, I'm going to shout at them and it's mute. Seek. Deanne's here, which is exciting. Is Max there with you? Today was like one of the most exciting days ever for me in my YouTube career, because I woke up this morning and Deanne's son Max had commented on some of my videos, which is good. He did sass me. I think what he said was, "Get to the cards already," which is fair enough. I know that I can yap sometimes, but yeah, it was really good to see Max pop up in my comments. So Max, if you're there, thank you very much for watching me and your mum being live, and yeah, thank you for commenting on my videos. Hi Beth, how you doing? Aren't we a month and a few decades apart? Yes, well, we are a month apart. I don't know about decades. We're maybe a few years apart, Ferdiad. But yeah, I'm the 1st of November, you're the 1st of December. Yeah, I remember I'm sure we did have this conversation now, didn't we? Yeah, they are smaller and narrower cards, but I have small hands, so it's okay for me, says Donna. Have Nova Bacchus Tarot coming to in a week or so, and I'm really excited about that. I don't know if you can hear that, but Sola's shouting at her sister. Got notified by Llewellyn that Bonestone will be on its way soon. Exciting. You need to let me know what you think of it when you get it, Beth. I've been really, really loving working with it. And it's funny because I love Anna's artwork, and I have a few of her decks, but I don't know what it was. Like, it just, I knew I would like it, and I knew I definitely wanted to have it, and I knew I would work with it, but I didn't realise it would be such an amazing deck to read with for me. So I've been loving reading with it. Pamela's here. Hi Pamela, you doing okay? No, I made an offer of £60 and it was accepted. That's really good for a deck like that. Really, really good. That's like from the 70s, isn't it? Also waiting on Golden Age 1909. Very nice, Lily. The Bacchus TDM is grand, says Roman. Nice. Tony's here. Hi, Tony. Evening, Chris and all. I can't stop but wanted to say that Sandtimer is fabulous. Great. I'm glad you like it. Thanks very much for popping in, Tony. I hope you enjoy the rest of your evening. Traitors was fantastic. Yeah, it really was. It was such a good ending. Like, I wasn't expecting it at all, but then just before a certain someone showed who he was voting, I think anyone who's seen it will know what I'm talking about. I turned to Sandy and I was like, he's torn up. I was like, he's voted for you know who, and it was. So yeah, it was exciting. It's a fantastic finale, but I'll admit I was gutted by the result. Were you? Oh, I was quite happy. I thought it was really good. I have to confess to missing your live, Chris, to watch the Trainers final. As last year I saw a spoiler on Facebook and it ruined it. Oh, that's okay, Simon. I would have missed it too. I've been working with Discovering Beauty Tarot Indie by Sophia Litwack on Kickstarter. Very nice, Beth. Loving the Endless Tarot. I only just got the Celestial Unicorn a couple of days ago. Okay, nice. Oh dear. Excuse me, yawning away. I actually got a really good sleep last night for a change, so I don't know why I'm yawning. It's 9:30. He's not here at the moment, but he will be soon. Just showering after school. Oh. Let's see. I did feel a little guilty, but I couldn't wait. It says fair dad. Also, he's all abandoned me to watch the Traitors, did yous? That's fine. I watched it as soon as my life was finished. Max's secret comments, I'll play it back for him. I'm sure Chris understands and forgives us. Yeah, you're all good. Max is 7 now. A few days ago, I said he could watch my videos, and he said, "What about Chris?" I said, "Yeah, but that's it." And now that, now that's it's fine. Tell him to comment more. Oh, Vela says hi. Hi, Vela. Hi. I've been loving Earth Magic Tarot at the moment. I was going to rotate to a new deck for November, but I'm still using it. Earth Magic Tarot, is that the same as this? Or is this a different deck? Yeah, this is different. I was thinking of Earth Whispers Tarot. But Earth Magic Tarot sounds nice. So cute, Beth. He recaps what I did in this live stream. You showed Robin's and Orshi's decks. I love them. Oh. Let's see. My oldest granddaughter, Adelaide, is 6. I have 3 granddaughters now. Adelaide, Caris, and Hayden. Oh, that's nice. Pamela's doing well. We just got through our first very cold front. It's been cold here today. You can definitely feel it getting colder, particularly when you go outside. Like the air's got a real bite to it just now. So yeah, you can definitely feel the winter coming in, I think, can't you? It's 11:30 a.m. here, says Jonathan. Lucky you, it's 9:30. It's 9:30 p.m. here. It's the Daniel Martin Diaz Earth Magic Tarot. Oh yeah, the one that kind of looks like it's made by the same people as this Pagan Otherworlds. I know the one you mean. I gotcha. I backed the Mini Fortuna Tarot from Maria at Studio Artemy. Heads up, she will be here for the Rebellion. Oh, brilliant. Oh, yeah, speaking of which, the Oracle's Rebellion, which is a tarot conference which our lovely Marion is running up here in Glasgow. The tickets are now for sale. So, Marion, are you all right to maybe put some wee links in to like maybe the website where people can get tickets and like the Facebook and the Instagram or whatever it is, you know? Well, the Instagram, I think you get a invite to the Facebook page when you get your ticket, don't you? But yeah, do you want to maybe put a wee link to it in the chat for anyone who maybe fancies a wee trip up to Glasgow for the Oracle's Rebellion? A couple of weeks ago, I got the Bard's Arcana Tarot, a deck that I should have gotten a year and a half ago. It's a tarot based on Shakespeare's characters and plays. Oh, nice. Not to be confused with Magical Earth Tarot. 10 hours ahead. Yeah. Am I ahead of you, Jonathan, or am I behind you? Yeah, I think I'm ahead of you, aren't I? But I'm behind like Australia and New Zealand and stuff. It's a little thinner than Pagan Otherworlds. Okay. Elaine says, yeah, definitely getting colder now. I have a few Kickstarter decks coming soon, but 2 projects that I backed are tarot games. I'm looking forward to them. Good stuff. Love studio artemy work. It's beautiful, says Deanne. It launches tomorrow. You got an early bird because you're on my newsletter. So the Instagram is the Oracle's Rebellion events. Excellent. So I beg your pardon then, I'm giving you false information. The tickets go on sale tomorrow. Marvin in real life is here. Hi Marvin, it's been ages since I've seen you, and asks, is this a multi-platform stream? Yes, it is. We are streaming to both YouTube and Instagram, Marvin. How are you doing? It's lovely to see you. Right, I wanted to show you this. So this is the deck that I'm talking about. I need to make sure that I keep comments off the screen when I'm doing this on Instagram, on this format. So this is the Disappointing Affirmations deck. And this just makes me laugh. So it does. The backs just have disappointing affirmations on it. Now, you know I'm not keen on backs that say the name of the deck on it, but for this deck, I will make an exception. So these are some of the ones. So everything will be okay, and then an asterisk, and it says their results may vary. Let's see, you matter, just not that much. Marion, I'm thinking about taking this and using this at the next reading event that I'm at, which is actually the big gay market in a couple of weeks' time. Say a couple of weeks, it's a week on Sunday. What do you think? Do you think I'll get away with that? Don't be afraid to try new things, like maybe getting your shit together. Don't be afraid to settle. I mean, have you met you? This too shall pass, and then some other bullshit will come and take its place. It never fucking ends. One day you will die, but for now you still have to go to work. Be kind to yourself, asshole. Don't give up. You'll be okay, or you won't. One of those. Sandy loved this one. Have a meltdown as a treat. Or no, I don't. I think it was another one. It was have a panic attack. You've earned it. You are enough. We don't need any more of you. Failure is always an option. Why do something today when you can make it future you's problem? Give yourself a break. Dissociate. Not every day is precious. Waste today. You deserve it. Just because you can doesn't mean that you should, but you're going to do it anyway because you never fucking learn. Take a moment to be grateful for all the things that you have. Okay, now back to hating everything. It's okay if you aren't where you wanted to be by now. No one expected you to even make it this far. You can do it, but you probably won't. Accept yourself for the hot mess you are. And there's more, but I don't know. Do you want me to keep going through it, or what will we do? You are enjoying it. This is fab. Brilliant. Such a chuckle deck. Love it. I think people would love a disappointing affirmation card pull at the end. They're really funny. Yeah, they are. They're good. I say that's tomorrow's problem all the time. That's future Deanne's problem. Take the deck. I love that deck. Yeah. So there's a lot more. It's a 52 card deck, which is pretty decent. So yeah, that's my new favorite purchase. That's me. I never fucking learn. Simon's saying keep going. You want to see them all? Okay. Right, so we saw accept yourself for the hot mess that you are. Let go of the past. You're holding yourself back from making new regrets. Life can be so much easier. All you have to do is lower your standards. Move the fuck on already. You are never alone. Anxiety will always be there for you. You can fuck up anything, anything you put your mind to. Ask the universe for guidance. Then just go and do whatever stupid shit you were going to do anyway. One day you're going to look back and say to yourself, what the fuck was I even thinking? The best way to cope with your problems is to add new ones to distract yourself from the original ones. Disappointed? That's what you get for expecting things. Everything happens for a reason. In your case, it's typically terrible decision making. Act as if what you do truly matters. It doesn't, but you can always pretend that it does if it helps you feel better about your life. Need a break but can't get away? Go on a spiral. That's the one, that's what I was talking about. Have a panic attack, you've earned it. Fuck it. The bare minimum is good enough. Do something nice for someone today. Leave them alone. Life is hard enough without your bullshit. Just be yourself, but not the real you. No one wants to see that shit. That's the box, Roman. So, Disappointing Affirmations by Dave Taranowski. And I got this in... So, Toxic Positivity Can Go to Hell. This deck of hilariously realistic affirmations offers guidance and sympathetic wisdom for a disappointing world. Ideally for weekly, daily, or minute-by-minute affirmation as needed. These expectation-setting cards acknowledge that sometimes hidden feelings we all have and make light of the bullshit. Each card offers a way forward, a way of seeing things for what they are, or permission to sit this one out. Have a panic attack, you've earned it. The only person that you can truly rely on is you. What a fucking nightmare. Stop worrying if you're wasting your life. You are. You always have been. Just do whatever you want. No one else gives a shit. Stop overthinking. You are the only one who cares. You are good enough. Not the best, but you'll do. There will never be the perfect time. Do the stupid thing now. You deserve it. It's okay to have feelings, but do you need to have so many? Stop worrying about what other people think. I mean, have you met other people? They're awful. Sorry, remove this comment. Wherever you go, there you are. The same bundle of neuroses, just in a different location. Everything is going to be okay. Eventually you'll be dead and won't have to deal with this shit anymore. You are capable of making good decisions, but you're fucking amazing at bad ones. Don't just be a fuck up. Be the best fuck up that you can be. Being dead inside doesn't mean that you can't live a happy life. Just learn to love being dead inside. Really lean into it. No one is coming to save you. You're the adult. I'm so sorry. You're doing the best that you can, which is pretty sad. And then this is the last one. You'll get through this, I promise you. You don't really have a choice. So there we go. That is our Disappointing Affirmations deck. So Disappointing Affirmations by Dave Taranowski. I got it in Forbidden Planet in Glasgow City Centre. So yeah, I would imagine it's probably quite readily available if they've had it. So yeah, I'm glad she's enjoyed that. I love It's Okay to Have Feelings, but do you need to have so many? Laney's loving it. I think I've just made this my work Secret Santa present. That's actually a good point. That's a brilliant idea. Just going on my wish list, says Lily Rose. Great, although in Scottish is almost French. Such a snarky joke, I know. They get funnier, says Saoirse. I know. These are hilarious. I think it's essential that they be read with a Scottish accent. Accept yourself for the hot mess you are is really positive, I think, says Diane. We have a Forbidden Planet, says Simon. Cool. Our Forbidden Planet's actually started stocking quite a good wee selection of tarot and oracle decks. It's on UK Amazon for $9.95. Well, there you go. If that's not a wee bargain, I don't know what is. I feel like I've said so many of them, says Marion. Yeah, I feel like you have as well. Definitely. Well, I hope that you enjoyed them. Where are we for time? Oh, we're on 10:15 already. I've got a wee tarot spread for you. I've not actually picked a tarot deck to use. I will use the Wild Unknown. Wild Unknown tarot I'm going to use. And I think I'll pull a wee oracle card. I think I'll actually pull myself a wee disappointing affirmations at the end, but I'll start off with we'll go for Ari Wisner's Wisner, Find Your Own Way Oracle. So these are my tools that I'm going to be using today, folks. So the Find Your Own Way Oracle, the Disappointing Affirmations, and the Wild Unknown Tarot. I'm hoping that you're going to enjoy today's spread. So today is Whoopi Goldberg's birthday. So I thought I would pull together a wee Sister Act tarot spread for us to do. So I've written down the prompts in my diary. Pop you there. And Marvin says, I'm good. I've got the flu, but I'm getting better. Nice to see you too. I'm sorry to hear you've got the flu, Marvin. And I hope that you feel better soon. I think there's a lot of flu and stuff going about just now, isn't it? Isn't there? Where's Forbidden Planet, Chris? It is on Sucky Hall Street, Elaine. It's kind of a right up one of the main streets in Glasgow city centre. I can take you. We can go there tomorrow if you want. We can go there and have a wee look. It's across from a Waterstones, which also has a small selection of tarot decks and stuff. So, yeah, if you feel like it, we can go a wee wander. Saw a quote of hers on being married. I don't want someone in my house. Let me tidy some of this up. Finish my coffee. I've got a wee backup canny iron brew. And I think I'm going to take these glasses off actually because the reflection in them is starting to annoy me. Oh, now everything looks weird. Oh, blinding myself. Oh, got to go now, says Elspeth. Oh, Marion says, got to go, got a client at 10, speak soon. I hope that everything goes okay with your client, Marion. Where's Forbidden Planet? Yeah, so they didn't exactly shut it for Ardea, they moved it. So there was actually the two of them were open for a short while. So it's a much bigger store now. They've got an upstairs and a downstairs. And yeah, it's a lot bigger because that was a tiny, weird, cramped wee shop, the one next to the tube station. But yeah, that's now something else. And they've moved it to up just, as I say, across from Waterstones and Sucky Hall Street. Let's see. I get to stay because Max's robotics is cancelled. Oh, nice. Excellent. Right, well, we get going with our spread. So I'm going to pull a Find Your Own Way Oracle first. So this will just be a wee. These are like positive affirmations, I guess. Doesn't work. Yeah, you used to work in it. That's why I'm telling you where it is in relation to that, because I know you know where that is. Okay, let's switch to both screens. Okay, so we're starting off with Temporary Vessel of Eternity. So this is all about us, our kind of a corporeal body. It is our temporary vessel of eternity. So let's see what the guidebook says about that. Hopefully they're all in alphabetical order. So it says, we live in a physical body surrounded by a visual environment and tangible possessions. This existence makes it easy to fixate on material things, valuing quantity over quality. When we try to explore our spirit and purpose, our imagination can become fixated on the physical, often burying the unseen under the seen. As we experience life, age, and loss, we become more aware of our own physical fragility and transience. This can be a fearful process. However, by prioritizing your spirit, you can find freedom in the eternal and power in the present. To be present is to let go and relinquish ownership. To be free is to recognize that your body is a precious, temporary vessel of the universe. To create, love, and grow, deny fear rather than death. And the affirmation is, may I embrace transience, seek the unseen, break cycles, and create. So I think that's a really nice card to start off the spread, and just kind of a really nice for me and where I am just now. So that is a wee oracle pull to start us off. I'll move that to the side. For the tarot spread, we're going to be doing a 4-card spread, and as I say, it's based on Sister Act. Hopefully everyone knows Sister Act and has seen it. This is just a wee bit of fun. Just because I don't like tarot spreads to be always really serious. I think it's good if they're kind of fun sometimes. So this stick has got reversals shuffled in. Who's pulling cards with me and what deck are you using? My sip is Diet Coke and cola on the rocks. Wait, cola? It's all I have, says Lily. Jonathan got booted because his app is updating. Oh well. You can always join in on Instagram. I've got the Serpent and Peacock, says Donna. Heard the ads using the Fifth Spirit. Peanuts Tarot for Lily. Diana, you pulling with us? Some Italian Tarot de Marseille. Oh, that's Sorsa, sorry. Diane's using Robin Voice's Tarot of Oneness, very nice. And Sorsa says some Italian Tarot de Marseille. Lily is drinking coffee liqueur. Oh, coffee liqueur. Nice. And Marvin or anyone else on Instagram, if you're pulling with us, let me know and I can copy the prompts into the Instagram chat as well. Giora y'all says Twix Tarot. Hi Twix Tarot, how you doing? Oh, goodness gracious me. Okay. Right. Okay, so the first position is Dolores Fincartier. So this is going to tell us about our current public persona. So Dolores, oops. So for me, oh, I've got the Lovers. Just pull that into the Instagram chat. Okay. So Dolores Fincartier, our current public persona. I've got the Lovers. To me, the Lovers is a card about making choices, but particularly making choices to put yourself first and to follow your own heart, your own desires, and not necessarily just go with the herd, not necessarily just do what you've been told you have to do. You're actually kind of shutting some of that off, and you're starting to listen to yourself and decide for yourself what the path that you want to take. So that to me is what the Lovers is talking about. The reason it's called the Lovers, as I see it, is because this is the Lovers is the part in the full journey where it kind of shuts off that noise, those expectations from the Empress, the Emperor, the Hierophant. Like the kind of the parents and the teachers and the leaders telling him that this is what you should be doing, and he meets this person and his heart draws him in that direction. All of a sudden he's kind of thinking, oh right, okay, well, I know what they're telling me to do, but I actually really want to go with this person and do this. So that suggests that my public persona, the way that I appear right now to the general public, is that I'm making choices and that I'm putting myself first. I'm not really sure if that's a good way to appear, but hey ho. Three of Swords, fucking hell, good start, says Verdiad. Yeah, I mean, I suppose it depends on what your Three of Swords looks like. But to me, that's like maybe going through a bit of time where your head and your heart are at odds with each other, your logical, rational self is at odds with your emotional self. And maybe you're giving yourself a bit of a hard time about it. Let's see, the Queen of Swords for Sorsha. So you're viewed as the Queen of Swords. That means that you're viewed as someone who's not to be trifled with, but also someone who's wise and who is a good teacher. The High Priestess for Diane, that makes sense to me. blooming pressing this button, so as I nearly put people in. The King of Cups for Lily Rose. So you're viewed as like very kind of a dependable, very diplomatic, and very kind of in control of your emotions. That's nice for me. I'm returning to the shop for in-person readings a week from Saturday. Oh, exciting! Donna, you've got strength. So you exude confidence in yourself, confidence in your own abilities, but also, as the card suggests, lots of strength. So that's great. Let's see, Knight of Cups, lots of court cards, which is quite interesting because it is a position that does lend itself to a court card, doesn't it? For Twix. So Knight of Cups. So to me, that's like you're like a very likable and personable person. You get on really well with other people, and you're really good at kind of making connections. It's been since before COVID, so I've been envisioning it in meditations just to get myself ready, says Deanne. And then Elaine has got the Four of Staffs, which is wands. So you are in a place of celebrating and just enjoying the things that you've worked hard to build. So that's really nice. What deck are you using, Elaine? Have you told us? Your Moon Garden, sorry. Great. Okay, so that was card 1. Card number 2 is the Mother Superior. The Mother Superior, and I've got the Father of Pentacles. So let me just pop that in the chat. Mother Superior, and this is constraints that we need to adapt to. So this is kind of like the rules and the constraints that are either like kind of keeping us in place, or it's the kind of the rules of the game that we need to adapt to, and we need to kind of find the balance with. So the Father of Pentacles is probably telling me to stop spending blooming money on tarot decks, to be honest. I've been on a wee bit, I've been a wee bit more easy with my spending lately, but that's just because it's been my birthday and I've had birthday money to spend. And I kind of think if you can't enjoy yourself and just treat yourself at this kind of a time, then when can you really? But yeah, Father of Pentacles. So to me, that's like just dependable and looking after the safety and the security of the, the household or the kingdom or whatever it is. Making sure that everything's kind of in its place and that everything kind of keeps ticking along. And yeah, I suppose that's something that, any adult really has to do, and I certainly do have to find myself having to do that. But yeah, it's probably talking about things like spending and just, making sure that I'm reining things up. I'm also like, I'm currently like working a fair bit, like I'm working and I'm tutoring and stuff and just trying to, just trying to build up some extra pennies in the bank for Christmas thing coming up. So yeah, this is pretty much my world right now, I guess. But it's a part of my world. What has everyone else got? So the 10 of Pentacles for Ferdiad, so maybe something kind of a similar-ish to me. There's maybe a bit of an emphasis on the people around about you, Ferdiad. I always think with the 10 of Pentacles, it's more of a card of like legacy, and it talks about like passing things down or creating that kind of a safe, secure environment for not just yourself, but passing it down to other people. Depending on tarot deck that you're looking at, sometimes there's a wee bit of a, there's a bit of a question being raised as to whether the person who's the provider is being appreciated or whether they're being taken for granted. So that might be something that you need to think about and make sure that you're not being taken for granted. Two of Cups for Diane. That's another really nice card. So that suggests that you're kind of the matrix that you find yourself in is one of forming connections, which again makes sense when you are that high priestess and you're going back into that kind of that realm of reading for other people. Saoirse's got the Pope, so the master of the rules and regulations and the dogma and telling people how they should be living their lives. No, I'm joking. But let's see, what did you say you have for your first card, Saoirse? Queen of Swords, right? Okay, Queen of Swords. So that strong, independent figure, and then the Pope is your Mother Superior. Can't really get much more literal than that, can it? The Magician for Twix. So both very, very active energies, I would say, because the Knights are active energy. They're the active component of the quartz. So the Knight of Cups is the one who's out making the connections and getting on with people and having conversations and all that kind of a thing. And then your Magician, you actually see the energy being channeled through, the Magician kind of acts like a lightning rod for energy, and he manifests stuff. So yeah, it's quite interesting. Maybe you're finding yourself in a place where you're setting an example or acting as a role model for other people, because that's what the Magician does for the Fool. He kind of shows them what the potential of his 4 objects are and inspires them to keep going on his journey. So maybe you're in that place where you're acting as an influence on other people. Lily, like Ferdy, I've got the 10 of Pentacles. I'm back, but I'm going to come back for the spread later. I'm getting texted by a neighbour who needs me to come and help her. The joys of being tall. How tall are you, Jonathan? Strength and then Judgment. Oh hell. So Judgment, if that's the rules and the regulations and the place where you find yourself having to adapt to, if that's the environment that you're currently having to adapt to, then that suggests to me that right now you're kind of in a place where it's like your eyes have been opened. You're seeing a situation as it truly is, probably for the first time. Two of Swords in reverse. I did shuffle, but it's making sense, said Roman. So you're maybe in a bit of a stalemate just now, Roman, where you need to make a decision, but you're struggling to, or you're avoiding making a decision. What was your first card? Did you tell us your first card? Yes, you did. Where was it? 4 of Swords in reverse. Sorry, I just didn't see it. Yeah, so when you get several reverse cards like that, to me it speaks to there being a bit of a block. It's like you're blocking yourself in a certain place because you don't want to have to deal with what comes next. So for the 4 of Swords, we're kind of maybe procrastinating a wee bit or resting a wee bit too long, taking a wee bit of a prolonged step back, because we know that when we throw ourselves back into the fight, we've got the 5 of Swords to deal with. but it's all part of the natural part of the journey, you know. And yeah, the Two of Swords is like you're holding yourself in that place because you know what comes next is the Three, you know. So it's like you're kind of you're avoiding taking those difficult next steps because you're fearful for what comes next. That's the way I would read those anyway. I don't know whether you'd maybe read them differently. Thank you. Need your thoughts on that. Welcome. 6'2". Enjoy your spreads, everyone, and see you later, says Jonathan. See you later, Jonathan. It does ring true. I try to do my best and encourage folks along their path, constantly bouncing ideas with folks around what they're doing. Good. That sounds nice. Okay. Card number 3, folks, is the Choir. So this is like the harmony card, and it shows us what our hidden potential is. So for me, I have got the 9 of Pentacles. So 3 is the Choir, and it shows us our hidden potential. What we put here. Okay, so for me, 9 of Pentacles. 9 of Pentacles, on the face of it, quite often appears to be like the rich bitch card, you know, the bougie card, the card for the person who's like kind of like got all these riches in life and who's enjoying them. But I think that's what we often need to appreciate about the 9 of Pentacles is this is someone who has worked hell of a hard for everything that they have got. This isn't someone who's been handed everything on a silver platter. They weren't born with, what's the expression, a silver spoon in their mouth or something. This is someone who's worked for every single luxury that they've got, and now is the time when they are enjoying the stuff that they've worked hard to build. I think it's nice that they're saying that that's my hidden potential. I mean, I think I do work hard. I do come from a family of like kind of like my dad had a really strong work ethic. My dad worked, I mean, you know, my dad passed away when he was still at work, when he was still in service for the ambulance service. And my dad worked like night shifts. I think it was like 7 on, 7 off he did. So he worked 7 days in a trot and then had 7 days off or something like that, you know. But he often did like overtime shifts on his days off. And it was to provide for his family at the end of the day. My mum's the same, you know. My mum and my dad split up when I was really young. So my mum was, you know, like a single parent, and my mum, for as far as I can remember, had like 2 jobs and stuff to keep us going. So my mum was a, you know, really hard worker as well, and she still is to this day. You know, she's still she's got a job as a, you know, like a team developer, which is a kind of an area manager type thing. So I do come from a family of hard workers, and I do kind of I suppose, pride myself on my work ethic a bit. Although I would like to think that at some point I'm going to get to a stage where I can kind of slow it down a wee bit and enjoy some of the stuff that I've worked hard to build, like the 9 of Pentacles suggests. But anyway, that's enough about me. Let's see. Elaine has got the 7 of Pentacles. So that's a kind of in a similar vein, isn't it? The 7 of Pentacles for me is like divine timing. You know, it's like waiting for the right time. And it's a card of patience. So I suppose your secret power, your superpower, Elaine, is patience, and your ability to wait for the right time to act and to do things is the way that I would take that. The Page of Swords for Twixt Tarot. So really enthusiastic and always kind of a curious about things. You must be like a really curious person to get the Page of Swords in that position, is what I would say. And having that like the pages bring curiosity and enthusiasm and a sense of adventure to things. So it's like a constant being like, oh wow, this is really interesting. Like I'm really like stimulated by this. 9 of Cups for Deanne. So I've got Pentacles and you've got Cups. So yeah, weird actually. We both got Major, and then you get Cup, and I got Pentacle. Anyway, so you've got the 9 of Cups, which is like just that sense of fulfillment, I guess, isn't it? Is that kind of a feeling of your cup runneth over and having like a full heart type thing? And again, that is definitely going to be a serious superpower for you when you come to, when you come to do that, do your readings for people again. Verdiad has got the 2 of Pentacles. So that's probably speaking to your ability to take a lot of things on, Verdiad, and to balance things. Just kind of a balance the different things that life throws at you and keep them going. You probably find that you're the type of a person that can, you can organize yourself really well and you can cope with a lot more than what maybe the average person could. And 5 of Cups for Donna. Real emotional strength there, I would say. But there must be like an ability to look on the bright side of life, and no matter what life throws at you, no matter what difficulties or disappointments that life throws at you, you're still here and you're still like plodding on. Let's see, Queen of Coins. I did shuffle, honest. So see the fact that you've got the Queen of Swords and the Queen of Coins, Saoirse, I think that's... So see, for anyone that doesn't know, by the way, in fact, Saoirse, are you a mod on my channel? No, let's make you one. Because I would love for you to add as a moderator. So Saoirse, see if you could post a wee link to your your Facebook page, the one that you, is it like Therapy and Tarot on the Road or something like that? I can't quite remember exactly what it was called. Or if you've got a business page or something. Because Saoirse, you're a qualified therapist, aren't you? Or psychologist, is it? And the fact that you've got that Queen of Swords, so that ability to call things out, say things as they are, and give really kind of a sound, logical advice, I guess, or at least a really strong perspective like that. But also it's the Queen of Pentacles, which balances off that kind of that what can sometimes be quite harsh, the harshness, the coldness of the Queen of Swords with the warmth of the Queen of Pentacles. So whilst you're able to, call a spade, you do it in a nurturing way, and you do it in a way that creates a safe space for people, which is something that I think is a really important quality for someone in your line of work. So I think that is perfect for you. Lily Rose has got the Hanged Man, so your ability to look at things from a different perspective and see things from a new point of view, gain new wisdom. We love to hear about you. Curiosity is a core value for sure, and that actually fits in so well with my life at the moment. Good stuff. Okay. Is that us for the third one? So The fourth card is the performance. So anyone who's seen Sister Act will remember the performance at the end. And this is like the culmination. It's the outcome. It's the result. So for me, I've got the star, which is nice. This is like a really nice spread for me. Oh, hi, Sarah. If you're still here, I've just seen that Tara Y. Peachy joined on Instagram. Okay, so the star, the outcome. So for me, that is a really positive outcome, I think. The star for me speaks to a real sense of hope, a real sense of being guided, of just assistance, particularly when times are difficult or if times have been difficult. The star just represents healing from that and things kind of just reharmonizing almost. So yeah, I do really love that card. Rachel Pollack always kind of associated the star with, the story of Persephone and the kind of the pouring of the water into the grounds, which heralded the, Persephone coming back from the land of the dead into the land of the living. She spends like a certain amount of time in the underworld with Hades, and then a certain amount of time with our mother, Demeter. So it's just I suppose it heralds the start of that kind of a lighter time, that lighter period in life. And just it's like a bit of a turning of a corner where things start to get a lot better. And just carries with it that eternal sense of like hope. So definitely a really nice card to get, I think. Let's see, Page of Pentacles for Elaine. Page of Pentacles. So Elaine, the Page of Pentacles suggests that maybe there's like something new or something like a bit of a different direction that you're going to go in. I think of the Page of Pentacles as someone who's like learning something new, learning a new skill. So maybe you're going to learn a new skill and put it to good use. The Seven of Pentacles for Lily Rose. So for the outcome or the culmination, the Seven of Pentacles. So that's what I was talking to Elaine about, is that kind of being able to, it's like divine timing. It's like knowing the right time to act and the right time to do things. The Knight of Wands for Twixt Tarot. What was your third card again? Page of Swords. So I suppose in terms of like the fact that it goes from page to knight, it feels like a very natural progression. The knights is like taking that curiosity and that initiatory energy of the page, and it puts action to it, particularly the Knight of Wands, because he is so fiery and like lots of things happening with the Knight of Wands. So if you're at a stage where you're looking to make big changes in your life, then the Knight of Wands to me suggests that you're going to be really successful in doing so, because I always think that the Knight of Wands, whenever it comes up for me when I'm reading, it always kind of means like big changes and lots happening, lots of energy being put into the situation. Let's see, the Two of Pentacles for Deanne, which in this deck is an upward view of juggling 3 pins. Oh yeah, and the Tarot of Oneness. I know the image you mean. So yeah, Two of Pentacles and it's 3 pins being juggled. How do we feel about But yeah, I think just your ability to kind of do a lot, to keep a lot of things going. All I would say is make sure that you don't take on too much, because sometimes the Two of Pentacles can warn against that. It can be like trying to do too many things at once and just a need to prioritize. So if that's your outcome, if that's like kind of the way that things are going, just be really conscious along the way that you don't let yourself say yes to too many things. Don't feel obliged to always say yes. You're allowed to say no every now and then. And as long as you keep that in mind, then I think your Two of Pentacles will manifest itself as being really balanced and keeping things kind of in line and just managing all of the things that life throws at you really well. Page of Wands for Ferdinand. So after your Two of Pentacles, your balancing things, you've got the Page of Wands. The Page of Wands is the ideas guy for me. Is the Page of Wands is the kind of like really good, really inspired, lots of kind of new ideas and new projects that they like to start. So yeah, you might kind of like what I was saying to Elaine, you might find yourself being thrown into something new, Ferdinand. The Four of Coins. Shall I message you, Chris, to ask about how to mod and where to send the link? Well, now that you're a mod, Saoirse, you'll be able to just copy and paste the link into the chat if you can. Like you don't really need to worry about anything else. Like being a mod gives you the ability to, like if there was a troll or something, you would be able to kind of put them in timeout or block them. But the only reason I was, because only mods can post links in the chat for some reason on YouTube. So that was why I was giving you that, giving you the blue spanner. The Page of Swords reversed. Oh, we had to get a wee reverse card in there, didn't we, Donna? So quite a few of us have got pages for this position. So it's interesting that lots of us seem to be throwing ourselves into something new. And Donna, I would say that you're no different, but there might be a wee bit of hesitancy with your whatever it is. So there's still that idea of finding yourself maybe where, for Ferdinand, the Pentacles suggested to me learning a new skill. The pages to me are more like kind of a curiosity from an intellectual learning point of view, rather than learning to actually do something practical. You're learning something new with your mind. But because the page is in reverse, it makes me think, is there maybe a wee bit of hesitancy? Is there maybe a wee bit of not believing in yourself properly? And because of that, are you stopping yourself from making progress? Are you stunting your own progress? Maybe. The answer is right. I'm just doing once a month at the shop. It's a nod to my old life for sure. Yeah. So yeah, that's our re-spread. And then I said we were going to pull a disappointing affirmations card, didn't I? Why don't I'll pull one for myself to start with. Anyone who I can pull affirmations for anyone who wants one. So anyone who wants a disappointing affirmations card pull, let me know and I'll pull one for you. Well, that'll be mine. So mine is no one is coming to save you. You're the adult. I'm so sorry. Okay, so who's for a disappointing affirmations card pull? Deanne, yours is give yourself a break, dissociate. Lily Rose, have a meltdown as a treat. Ferdiad. Oh, Ferdiad, you're getting 2. Life can be so much easier. All you have to do is lower your standards. And why do something today when you can make it future use problem? So there you go. That's your 2, Ferdiad, that you got. Mark. There will never be the perfect time. Do the stupid thing now. You deserve it. Donna. Donna, you. I don't know if I can say that, Donna. I don't think we can ever have more. We can ever have enough of Donna. You're enough, Donna. We don't need more of you. Oh, poor Donna. Who else? Anybody else want a disappointing affirmation? Donna is amazing. Maybe it's just Donna's reversals that are being referred to here. You don't want more of me, trust me. Twix Tarot. Oh, for goodness sake, Twix Tarot. One day you will die, but for now you still have to go to work. Elaine, this too shall pass, and then some other bullshit will come and take its place. It never fucking ends. Thanks, Saoirse. That's brilliant. So everyone go and like Saoirse's page, please. That would be great. Lasai. Pamela. Stop worrying about what other people think. I mean, have you met other people? They're awful. Just holding off to see if anyone else wants one, and then we shall wrap up for the evening. Elaine says it's a story of my life. I actually thought of Elaine when you read that card for the first time. I can hear her saying that. Yeah. I think that might be us then, folks. Will we do one wee more collective one? So our collective disappointing affirmation. Ask the universe for guidance and then just go and do whatever stupid shit you were going to do anyway. And I think that is a perfect way to send us. Oh, Saoirse needs a disappointing affirmation, right? That's everyone's affirmation to send us into the weekend. And I think that is a good thing for us to take to the weekend. Ask for guidance and then go and do whatever stupid shit you were going to do anyway. And then Saoirse, for your lovely self. We have You can fuck up anything that you put your mind to. There you go, Saoirse. Right. Thank you so much, everyone. Thank you for bearing with me with the new layout. So everyone, let me know what your thoughts are on it, and you know, you can leave comments on the video later on YouTube, or message me privately. I'm really interested in people's honest opinions and feedback on this, because if you know, an overwhelming amount of people prefer the landscape kind of a layout, the widescreen layout, then we can go back to that, no bother. But I just thought I wanted to kind of get a wee compromise, something that was good for YouTube, but also good for like Instagram. But it doesn't look like I've gotten any more views on Instagram than what usual, so don't know. Anyway, thanks very much, everyone. I hope that you all have an amazing weekend. Elaine, I can't wait to see you tomorrow. And yeah, take care. Have a great weekend. And I'll see you all.